Richard Dawkins and Lawrence Krauss, who said that astronomers are moving away from God. I mean, you can be like a rough estimate, like what percentage of astronomers believe in God?
Well, it's not as high as it used to be. And what you see in astronomy typically are people that are very committed Christians. You get a lot of deists who believe there's a God but don't think God's a personal being. And then you get people like Lawrence Krauss who thinks that there is no God at all. For people who are interested, I've written a fairly lengthy review of his book that he wrote, The Universe from Nothing. And you can read it at reasons.org. Just put in Lawrence Krauss's name, and the two articles will pop up. And his whole idea is we don't need a God, we can make the universe from nothing. But if you carefully read his book, he talks about 9 different kinds of nothing, and every one of his nothings is something. So it's really not the universe from nothing, it's usually the universe from quantum space-time fluctuations. But somebody had to create that space and time in such a way that it could quantum fluctuate. So it's not the universe from nothing, it's the universe from something, and that something does require a creator.
Great. And how do you explain the nature of time?
Well, time is one of the 4 large space-time dimensions that the universe is constrained to. And we live in a universe with a single dimension of time where time cannot be stopped, it can't be reversed. We can choose to have time travel at different rates according to the velocity with which we travel. So we can change the rate of the passage of time, but we can't stop it, we can't reverse it. And because we're constrained to a single dimension of time that can't be stopped or reversed, that means we can't come up with a complete definition of time. To do that, you'd have to be able to get outside of time, but we're constrained in time. But we also have space-time theorems that prove that time was created, which means there must be a causal agent beyond time and beyond space who created this universe. And those space-time theorems apply to any universe that expands on average throughout its history. And astronomers recognized years ago that only a universe that expands on average throughout its history will permit the existence of physical life. So while astronomers do have theorems that don't require this God beyond space and time, only a God beyond space and time explains why the universe is capable of supporting physical life. So the very fact that you and I are talking is actually mathematical proof that there has to be a being beyond space and time that created everything.